Okay, so in the last class we have ended it during this discussion that if we create multiple classes, then for each and every class different files will be created. So if we have a class which is defined within another class, what will happen? How many files will be generated and what will be the naming convention? Okay, so let me create a class A. This class I am defining another class here. Just I'm taking one variable y in class and in class A I'm taking a variable x. So I'm going to save this file by the name of the outer class. So the file name is a.java. So the name of this file is a.java. Let me keep it in desktop. Okay, it will be clumsy. I'm creating a folder. I'm keeping it here. So this is the location where this file is kept. Okay, so I want to compile this program. So if I compile this program, we use this compiler Java C, and the name of this file is a.java. After compilation, how many files will be created? One file is a.class. This is the name of the outer class. You can see it here. So the name of this class is A. So a.class file will be generated. B is the inner class. So B is the inner class of class A. So another dot class file will be created, but as it's an inner class, that's why $B dot class, that is the name of the class. Okay. So for each and every class, one dot class file will be generated. If I define another class in class B, like I'm going to define another class C within class B, I hope you can understand that what will be the name of this class. Okay. So if I compile this, you can check what is the name of this class. So first I am going to remove these files. I have a.java. Now I want to compile this code. So one file is a.java, another one is a.class, another one is a$b.class, another one is a$b$c.class. Okay. In that way, multiple dot class files are being generated. If I have another class here, like I have a class D, not an inner class, so that if I compile this code, another class will be generated and the name of this class is D.class. Just check it. So additional D.class file is being generated. Okay. Do you have any queries in this part? The purpose of this inner class, I will discuss it later. Just leave it today because we need to discuss access specifiers. Then we can understand what is the purpose. Do you have any queries till now?
No, sir.
How many of you have joined? Okay, many students are there. Okay, now first of all, I want to discuss that the first thing is one of the important feature of object-oriented programming is inheritance. Okay. So what is inheritance and why it's used? Let us discuss with some examples so that you can understand that if we don't have the concept of inheritance, what kind of problem you have to face. Now, let us discuss this. Okay, write it in Eclipse. It will take less time. It's only a single period class. Okay. I'm creating a new project here. Just it's a Java project. Name of this project is test. Now let us take one example and try to understand why inheritance is required. So what is the purpose of this? Say we are going to design a banking system. So there are different types of classes. What is the names of the class? Can you identify some name of the class? It's a banking system, so there are some customers. They have some accounts. We have to manage this information. So just think in simplest way. Banking application is a very complex application. Forget about rest of the thing. Just think that a customer can register in that system and can open an account. Okay, and a customer may have multiple accounts. So what will be the names of the classes?
So by functionality, we can define the classes means that the registers, login, and the check balance, something kind like that.
So add account, delete account, transaction, then update information, check information.
So these are the names of the classes. What do you feel that these are the names of the classes? We have to keep some information.
So like balance can be any class.
Balance, can you just explain that what is?
Yeah, if we take balance as a class, inside that there can be different methods, that is update and check, like that.
Okay. Think in simple way. You are making very complex.
Customer can be a class.
Yeah, customer. Okay. So customer is a class. In this class, what are the attributes? You have to keep some information. So we have mentioned that object-oriented programs are more concerned about management of the data. How you have to manage this data? So you have to keep customer information. So if we want to keep customer information, then what will be the customer information?
Name, date of birth,
So let us.
account opening date.
I'm taking it as string, but use it in different way. Let us take it as string. Then
Contact number.
contact number, email, say
Address.
saying
The customer ID.
the most important thing, that is customer ID. Okay, so customer ID, let me think that it's an integer. Okay, so this is customer ID. ID is an attribute which is customer ID, or you can write it's as customer ID. Okay. Then if that customer has only one account, if the provision is that one customer may have only one account, so we have to keep that information. So say it's account number. So customer is a class. Similarly, what will be the other classes? Or we can just remove it from here. Say it's a customer personal information. Now, what are the other thing we have to manage? We have to manage this account
details.
Yeah, so one is customer, another one is account. Account is a class. So in this class, what we have? So account number. Okay, then we have to keep what? Yeah, IFSC. We keep bank name or branch name. Then what are the other things we have to manage?
Account type.
Okay, account type. I'm taking it as string. Account type. Then one account is associated with customer. Okay. So if we want to keep this information that this account belongs to this customer, we need a mapping. Okay. So if we want to keep this information that for this account, what is the name of the customer? Or so customer object, we have customer object, we have till now we have defined a customer class and account class. Okay, these two we have defined still now. Now I can manage, I can relate these two, that which account belongs to which customer. So at least up to this, what we can understand that what will be the names of the classes. If we want to design a system, then what are the names of the classes? Okay. Now, if you go to bank and if you say that I want to open an account here, will you be able to open that account? You have to submit some documents, obviously, but so one account will be created for you. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if I go to bank and if I submit my documents, all required documents, and if I tell that I want to open an account, so bank manager or some accountant or some employee of that branch will open an account for me. Is it true?
Yes, sir. After providing details.
Yeah, after providing details. So you are saying that account can be opened. Now, so you can withdraw money from that account. You can deposit some money in that same account. There is no problem. So at this moment, if your account balance is 5,000 rupees and if you want to withdraw 20,000 rupees, is it possible?
No, sir.
But in case of loan, it's obvious. In case of loan account, it's obvious. Even in a zero balance loan account, you can withdraw some money. So be very careful if you go to bank, if you say that I want to open an account, then they will not be able to get that account number. You have to mention that I want to open savings account, or it's a loan account, or what kind of loan account it is. So based on that, you have to mention that exact type of account. Okay. So type of account is very important. Now the thing is, whether all these accounts have same property or similar property. If you have a savings account, and if you have a home loan account, or if you have a car loan account or education loan account, whether same type of operations you can perform on all these types of accounts?
No, sir.
No,
No.
sir.
In case of savings account, we can deposit some money, we can withdraw some money. In case of loan account, there's a sanction amount. Based on that sanction amount, you can withdraw some money from that account. Okay, so the operations are different. So we can't define a class account. I'm getting my point. So we have to define different types of account. Like a class can be savings account, a class can be home loan account. We can create another class like car loan account, education loan account, deposit account like fixed deposit account, recurring deposit account. So these are the different types of accounts which we can create. But a bank manager will not give you an account number which will be used for all the purpose. Am I right? So the problem is we have to define different classes. Okay. So we will start with different classes. So let me remove this line. So account type is not being kept here. So account is basically account number, IFSC code, branch name, then what is the other thing? The other
Account
thing
holder
is,
name.
yeah, so we have to keep this information. So customer. So customer. So if an account may have only one customer, so this is the customer. So if we create an object of account, then before that this customer information will be there. Okay, so customer is an attribute of account class. So as we have discussed that we should not define this class as account class. So I'm going to rename it. Okay, so it's savings account. So I have a class customer, I have a class savings account. Now what are the operations we can perform? So in this savings account class, we have to keep balance, account balance. So what will be the data type for account balance?
Double.
Well, say it's balance, double. Now what are the operations we can perform on this savings account? The operations are like withdraw. So withdraw will be a method. We have discussed earlier that the operations are or methods are basically some logic which is being enclosed within a method to perform some operation on data. So withdraw is say its return type is void, it is not returning anything. Withdraw by cash. Okay, so withdraw by cash is a method in this savings account class. So how much money do you want to withdraw? So I'm I'm passing it as a parameter, so double amount. Okay, so after this withdraw operation, balance will be, can just update it that balance minus equals to amount. Okay. So after withdrawing this money, then the remaining balance will be set to balance attribute. So whether this operation can be performed or not, in that case you have to check that amount is less than balance. You will permit to withdraw this money, otherwise you will not permit. Okay, so withdraw by cash is a method in this class savings account. Similarly, if you want to create on savings account, we can issue a check. So if we issue a check, so withdraw by check will be another method. Okay, so withdraw by cash is a method, withdraw by check is a method. Similarly, if we want to create some method like deposit in cash, okay, here we are passing amount, sorry, we are passing some amount to deposit. Okay, so here balance will be, so amount will be added with the existing balance. So this is the way how a class is being defined. Now the problem is in case of education loan account. So if we create another class education loan account, so I'm going to create another class education loan. What are the attributes of this education loan? Account number is required, IFSC, branch name, customer information, balance, all of them are required. Do you have any doubt in this? Sorry. So all of them are required in education loan. But the things are, these types of methods are not allowed. Okay. So, but what type of methods are allowed here? Like repayment. Okay, you are going to repay this loan amount, so repayment is allowed. Then there are some other payment methods, but withdraw is not permitted directly. You can't withdraw some money from your education loan in cash, but you can withdraw some money using check. So if you have a loan account, the bank will issue a check, that amount will be deducted from your account. Okay, withdraw by check is allowed, but withdraw in cash is not allowed in case of education loan. So there are some methods which are common. In each and every class, there are some methods which are distinct for each and every type of account. Okay. In case of savings account, what is the way of calculating interest? So if I want to define this, define a method get, it is returning double get interest amount, or if I say instead of get, let me check that calculate interest amount. This is a method. Okay. ठीक है. Okay. So calculate interest amount. The logic of calculating interest in education loan is different from the logic of calculating interest in case of savings account. Okay. So in case of education loan, this logic is simple interest. The logic is simple interest. Okay, finally some amount will be calculated. I'm just taking one variable, I'm not writing any logic. So double interest, okay, double interest, and finally some calculation is being performed, and finally it is returning the amount of interest which has been calculated. Okay. So some calculation will be there. So here goes the logic of calculation. But in case of education loan, so this is the logic of calculating interest in case of education loan, and in case of savings loan, savings account, the logic of calculating interest is different. Here that logic is not simple. It's not simple interest. It will be compound interest. Okay. Similarly, the logic of calculating interest in case of loan is for other type of loan is different. So try to understand that these classes are being distinguished: education loan, savings account, home loan, fixed deposit account, recurring deposit account, for each and every type of class. So all of them will be a class. Now in every class they have some unique feature. Okay. That's why we are defining separate classes to solve this problem. Okay. Now if you go to bank and if you say that I need an education loan, an object will be created of this class education loan. Okay. If you want to open a savings account, an object of savings account class will be created. Any doubt still now? Whatever we are discussing, do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now the thing is, you can see that there are some common thing. If I open savings account and education loan account, can you see that there are many things which are common? Account number, IFSC, branch name, customer information, balance, these things are common. In our example, whatever, how much we have defined, still now the attributes are common, but the methods are different. But here this method is withdraw by check. This is true for both of these class. Okay. So there are some common properties. Now today, say State Bank is running properly. Now after 10 years, it happens that the mobile number which we are using as contact details of the customer, okay, or let it make it simple. Okay, now State Bank is using 8-digit account number. After 10 years, they are facing some problem that almost all the numbers are in use. So 8-digit cannot be used as account number anymore. So they want to change this account number from, they have taken this decision that from 8-digit, now they are moving to 12 digit. So if I want to change account number from 8 digit to 12 digit, I have to change it in many places, because account number is a member of savings account class, account number is a member of education loan account class. Similarly, if in that banking system they have 50 number of accounts or 50 types of accounts, everywhere one attribute is account number. Okay, so everywhere you have to change it. Okay. Now, if the thing is, in case of IFSC, now a string is being used to represent IFSC. Now, after 20 years, we are facing some problem that almost all the IFSC codes are full. So you have to change it. So right now, if the length is 10 character, we want to change it to 15 character. Then again, there are some problem. Okay. Moreover, if I write account number here, I'm declaring account number in savings account class, IFSC in savings account class. Similarly, these attributes in education loan account class. But there are some common features. We have discussed it earlier that if we have some common feature, then we have a technique by which it can be solved. Okay. So let us create a class which will contain these common features. Okay. So this is the requirement of inheritance. How much time we have? So inheritance is required here. Now, before going to this inheritance or technical things, let us try to understand that what we are doing here, right? Oh. The thing is, okay. So inheritance, this word is known to you. You are inheriting, every one of us, we are inheriting the properties of our parents. Okay. So if we inherit the properties of our parent, then do you inherit all the properties of your parent? It's not true. All the properties cannot be inherited from your parents. Yeah. Similarly, you have some properties which is not a property of your parent. Okay. So you have some additional properties. So if we say that there is a class, so how we are representing this relationship? Say we have a parent class and we have a child class. So child class is inheriting the properties of parent class. Okay. In some book you will get it as child class, in some book you will get it as daughter class. Okay. So we have a parent class and we have a child class. So child class is inheriting the properties of parent class. What are the things? We will come to banking system, but to understand it in simple way, let us take one example that if we say cat, if we say some other animal like dog, so the properties of cat and properties of dog, they are different, but they have lots of common properties. Okay. So if we can define a class animal, then we can subdivide it into some other classes. So if we say animal, okay, so animal has some properties. So animal is a class, it has some properties. Now dog is again a class, cat is again another class. So dog or cat, so these classes are inheriting the properties of animal. So only the common properties of these different types of animals are being kept in animal class. Now the additional property of cat and the extra property of dog will be a member of dog class or a member of cat class, but their common properties will be kept in animal class. Do you understand? If you have any doubt, please stop me here. So if we define a class, then there are some properties by which we can distinguish it. Now when we are defining some classes like cat, dog, then if we analyze it, then we are getting some information that there are some common properties. So let us define it in super class or parent class. Okay. So what will be the advantage? Here, if we have savings account class, education loan account class, in every class we are writing these attributes: account number, IFSC, branch name, balance. Okay, here again we are using this attribute: account name, IFSC, blah blah blah. So these attributes are being defined everywhere in every class. So in a banking system, if we have 20 attributes, so and we have 50 number of accounts or 50 types of accounts, so how many times we have to write it? 20 attributes in 50 different classes, so 20 into 50. Now when this project is running and you are working in this project, if I tell you that okay, account number, so we have decided that this bank is revising its account number length. So now the length, if the length is 10 numeric values, okay, now we have to change it to 13 digits. So instead of 10 digits, if we migrate to 13 digits, then in every class you have to change it. That's the problem. So in every class we have to change it. So if we want to change it in that way, then if we can design the things in a different way which gives us some benefit, that will be better. So inheritance will solve this problem. Okay, so how inheritance will help? So in both of these class there are some common properties. I am going to define a class and the name of this class is account. Okay, so if I define this class account, so we have savings account class, education loan account class and account class. Now I am removing these things from savings account class, and I am removing it from education loan account class. These attributes are written in account class. Okay, you can see all the code parallelly. So this is account class. Now this savings account class is inheriting these properties. It will inherit the properties of account class. Okay. Now this class is inheriting the properties of account class. Similarly, education loan is inheriting the properties of account class again. Okay. So what is the advantage here? So now if I tell you that okay, previously we are using account number, its length is 10 digit, now we are going to change it to 13 digit, then you have to change it only in account class. In all other classes it will be reflected. If we say that we have to keep customer information, so with account number we have to keep customer's mobile number. Okay. So if I keep customer's mobile number within account class, now we are using 10 digit mobile number. After 5 years, if we want to change it to 13 digit or 12 digit, then we can change it only in account class. In all other subclasses or child classes, it will be reflected. Do you understand the thing? Any doubt here? Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So here we are defining a class account which is being inherited by savings account class, which is inherited by education loan account class. So all the properties of account class are being inherited by this education loan class as well as savings account class. So we have to write it once in account class. All the properties are available in savings account as well as in education loan. So the common properties and common methods are being kept here. Okay. Now let us try to discuss some other classes. So in case of banking system, if we say savings account is a class, let me just open this paint. Oh, we are running out of time, only 5 minutes. So if we say this class, and the name of this class is account, then the properties of account class is being inherited by savings account class. So I'm writing it as savings account. This is a class. Similarly, if we write another class, say this class is loan account. This class is loan account. Now in case loan account class will be again inherited by some other class. Okay, so loan account is again being inherited here. So here the thing is, this is, say this one is home loan, say this class is education loan, say we have another loan account class and it's car loan. So what is the relationship among them? So savings account class is inheriting the properties of account class. Similarly, the properties of account class is being inherited by loan account. The properties of loan account class is being inherited by home loan. Properties of education loan and car loan are inheriting the properties of loan account. Okay. So in that way we can create a hierarchy. Okay. So if we create a hierarchy among the classes based on the relationship, then it will be easier to manage. Okay. There are many common properties among these different types of loan accounts. So in that case, I will create a different class loan account. Instead of inheriting the account class directly by home loan, education loan or car loan, now we are creating another class loan account. Now this loan account is being inherited by car loan, education loan and home loan. So car loan will get the properties, all the properties of, I should not mention all the properties, there are some restrictions. So car loan is inheriting the properties from loan account. Loan account is inheriting the properties from account class. Okay, so after getting getting the properties from account class in this loan account, now car loan, education loan or home loan, they can get the properties of loan account class. That means it includes the properties which are inherited from account class. Okay, so loan account class already has inherited some properties from account class. Now these properties are the properties of loan account class. So these properties are further being inherited by home loan, education loan or car loan. So this is the relationship. Okay. So if we say that which one is superclass, if we compare it, in case of savings account class is superclass. In case of home loan, education loan or car loan, loan account class is superclass, and account class is superclass of loan account class. And in opposite direction, these are the children or daughter class of loan account. Savings account and loan account are daughter class of account class. Okay. Any query?
Sir, suppose there is a property in account class which is not in loan account. Can car loan access that very property?
No. No. If you inherit a property, so if you have a attribute in account class which is not inherited in loan account class, when car loan is inheriting this loan account class, it will not get access to that property.
Okay, sir.
Obviously. Okay. Any other query? So give me just 2 to 3 minutes more. I know that you are already tired, but just to complete this part here. So this is the parent-child relationship. Now in this direction, if we move in this direction upwards, in this direction, and if we move in the opposite direction, so if we go in the upward direction or downward direction, in case of upward direction, it's generalization. It's known as generalization. It's known as generalization. Whereas when we are moving from upward, from top to downward direction, then it's known as specialization. What does it mean? So if we move, so loan account, savings account, they have some feature, they have some common feature as well as they have some unique feature which are very unique for this specific class. So if we consider account class with respect to savings account and loan account, this is generic. Only the generic attributes are kept in account class. Only the common attributes are kept in account class. We are not going to add an attribute which is unique for savings account class, which is not unique for loan account class, which is not a property of loan account class. So I will not add this attribute in account class. Okay. So the thing is, when we are creating this hierarchy, if we move in the upward direction, it's generalization. Loan account is containing only those attributes which are common among home, education or car loan. So this is more generic. Now if we move in this bottom direction, so in case of downward movement, it's specialization. So from loan account, if we introduce a new loan account, then it will get the properties of loan account as well as it may have some additional properties which are very specific or special properties of that account class. Okay. Can you give me one name of any other type of loan account? Home loan, education loan, car loan, any other name?
Business loan.
Person.
Okay. Do you know that how many types of accounts are managed by a bank?
So savings, current, fixed, loan account.
I have seen more than 70 types of accounts. Okay. So personal loan, as you have mentioned. So personal loan, so all the properties of loan account is being inherited by personal loan, but in case of personal loan, there are some other unique properties. Okay. For a car loan, if you go to a bank and if you say that I need 2 lakh rupees for purchasing a car, okay, you have to, so during sanction of this loan, you have to submit this relevant documents. In case of personal loan, they are not asking to submit you some documents that for which purpose you are going to spend this amount. Okay. They're not asking for that specific purchase related bill or any other document. You can get a personal loan based on your credential. But in case of car loan, you have to produce the document. In case of education loan, you have to produce a different set of document. In case of home loan, you have to produce a different set of document. Okay. So each and every class has unique properties. Okay. So that's why from loan account, when you are creating another account class, personal loan account, then it's a specialization. Okay. We'll come to this discussion in the next class. Can you just remind me that we have to start from, so it's specialization, generalization, and later on we will discuss aggregation. We'll discuss aggregation in the next class. Just remind me at the time of starting the class. Okay. Let me take
Okay,
your
sir.
attendance. Okay, in this week your lab classes will be started. So initially the assignments will be given from your from inheritance and on basic things which we have covered in class. Okay. Okay. If anyone has any query, you may stay. Otherwise, you may leave. Any query?
হ্যালো
Yeah.
স্যার হচ্ছে ক্লাস মানে ক্লাস রিলেটেড না, বাট একটা অন্য প্রবলেম ছিল, বলবো এখন নাকি পরে?
বলতেই পারো।
স্যার বলছি জাভাতে কোনো ফাংশনের ভেতর যদি আমি কোনো ভ্যারিয়েবলকে ডিক্লেয়ার করি বা ইনিশিয়ালাইজ না করি, তো সেই ভ্যারিয়েবল রিটার্ন কেন করতে পারি না, মানে এরর দেখায়।